This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by the Law Office of Kevin G. Little.
And we are back right here on My Conversations, My Central Valley, KAIL. It's your host once again, Feather the Wise, back with our next guest. If you can, please put your hands together for Elizabeth Rooney with TD McNeil Insurance Services. How are you?
I'm doing great.
You okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Thanks for being a guest on the show today.
Absolutely.
Now, you are a broker. Insurance.
Yeah,
which is
right.
so important. Make sure you guys get insurance. You don't want to get caught without insurance.
That's right.
Now, how did you get started in insurance? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's a great question. I actually was I was in another industry, and I was getting out of it, having kids and that sort of thing. And then I wasn't sure what I wanted to do next, and so I was getting letters from my insurance company, saying, "Hey, we're looking for agents. Would you be interested?" And I didn't really grow up thinking that I wanted to be an insurance agent.
Right.
But my dad was in insurance, and so he and I started an agency about 6 years ago. And then about 2 years ago, we left that company and then became independent brokers. And so that's been great.
Now I gotta ask you.
Okay.
It's TD McNeil,
Yes.
and you're Elizabeth Rooney.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but there's a story behind this, folks.
Right. So
Tell us how that
Terry
happened.
McNeil is the president of our agency, and
Okay.
he's a family friend from years ago. And they are up in the Folsom in the Sacramento area, and so they've been wanting to expand and grow their agency, and so they offered us an opportunity to work with them. So I've been doing that exactly 2 years now.
See, I knew there was something behind that.
Yeah.
Now, I know you say you started the agency 6 years ago. Is that as long as you've been actually in insurance?
No, I was working with another company for the previous 4 years. So
No, not the two, but you've been doing insurance for 6 is what you're
doing insurance for 6 years. Yeah.
So I bet you've seen some cases.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been some interesting things.
Now, what all do you cover?
Well, I cover personal lines of insurance, home insurance, auto insurance, life insurance. I don't do health, but we also do business insurance, so professional liability, general liability, workers' comp, premises liability, all that kind of stuff. Business owners insurance.
Now, a lot of times when I come across, I got a couple of friends who are in insurance, and a couple of the guests have. This is one of my favorite questions.
Okay.
What's the craziest thing somebody tried to get insured?
Oh wow. I don't know.
That's a good one right there. You
I
gotta
don't know. I'm trying to think of something. You put me on the spot, man.
see.
Can we come back to that question?
We'll revisit that
Okay,
in a
we can
little while.
revisit
We'll revisit that in a little while. Now, I know with the laws of insurance, you do auto. Mm-hmm. I know that you have to have insurance. You don't want to get caught
That's right.
without insurance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know that I had a friend of mine. Is there something that you can go back and do? You can't like backdate insurance.
Usually not, but there are companies that will write you if you're not insured. So, the ideal thing is for everyone to have insurance all the time. That's the law. But if you have allowed your insurance to lapse, there are companies that will still take you. And so you just started today. Today is the best day to get your insurance, right?
Like you get caught without insurance, you're looking.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's tough.
I've been in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, not myself, but where you're in an accident and then.
But you
the
know
person,
someone.
I know someone. Definitely not.
There was in an accident without insurance?
Without insurance.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's not that uncommon. There's about, there's quite a number, I don't remember the percentage right now, but there's a high percentage of uninsured drivers in California. So, so for one of the insurance coverages that most companies offer is uninsured motorist coverage. And that's because there's so many people who are driving around without insurance. So, so you're going to want to protect yourself against those folks as well if they were to hit you in an
Plus,
accident.
you want to make sure you got insurance. You might back into a pole. You don't want to be the guy just riding around town with your bumper hanging off.
That is for sure.
You duct
Gotta
tape
fix
and
that
zip
thing.
tied your bumper
That's
on.
right.
You're like, what's up? It's the latest style. No, you need insurance so you can
That's
get your
right.
bumper fixed.
That's right. Get your bumper fixed. That's right.
Now, do you also do bundle packages where you can get?
Yeah, absolutely. So as an independent insurance agent, I don't really work for any one insurance company. I work for my customers.
Gotcha.
And so I'm able to shop around for them. And for most customers and most companies, it's going to be best for them if they actually bundle their insurance together, their home and their auto, and they can get discounts on those. But sometimes that's not the way it works out. Sometimes one company is a lot cheaper, or if you have a kind of a tricky driving record, or if you have a tricky risk on your home or whatever. Sometimes we need to play some other places. So, for example, a lot of times people will. Let's say you're buying a new house, and it's got a wood shake roof, right? And it's got a 30-year-old wood shake roof. What are you going to do? It's kind of hard to insure it. You're going to have to find. You have to find some place to find
search around for that.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to go with the standard carrier. So for those folks, we don't have to bundle. They're probably not going to be best served by bundling, or we won't be able to. So until they get that roof fixed, we'll put them in separate policies.
So you get that roof fixed, you're going to get some plastic sheets, get up there with a couple of tacks and fix it yourself.
Yeah, that might not fly with the insurance companies, though.
Real quick before we get out, what companies do you represent?
So I represent, like I said, I represent my customers, but I work with The Hartford, I work with Mercury Insurance, Travelers Insurance, Safeco. But honestly, we have dozens and dozens of companies that we can write business with, so we're not really limited to what we can offer. What one company can offer.
Gotcha.
So that is just that's the great thing about going with an independent insurance broker, is that you really have choice. It's not just what can this one company do for me. It's what's out there, and I can really say with confidence with my customers that this really is the best policy for you, and not feel like it's just the best I can do.
You get the opportunity to shop around and pair your customers with the right agents.
That's right. That's right.
Now, if they are looking for some insurance and want to get that roof fixed, how can they contact you directly?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they can call me. On my number is 559-281-4535, or email elizabeth@tdmins.com. And they can also find me on Facebook, TD McNeil Insurance Fresno. You can find me on Facebook, and so I'm around.
Hey, make sure you guys get insured now if you're not insured. Give another round of applause for Elizabeth Rooney with TD McNeil. You guys will be right back after this.
This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by the Law Office of Kevin G. Little.